Why are they coming in large numbers? Okay, so why don't you look at that number? Why you don't look at the reason?
I
You
do
say
know the
that
reason.
reason is morally incorrect, but you don't even know
I
everyone's
never
reason
said
on
that.
why they come into the country. You talking
I
about
never said that.
morality. So why are you talking about morality? What does that have to do?
I talk about because morality is important based on this topic.
Okay, so how are they morally right or wrong, the people who are coming in here?
Because because you're intentionally crossing into a border and breaking the law.
Okay, so breaking a law, that's what it is. Just because,
Intentionally.
okay, yeah, it has to be intentional if you going into a whole different country. Okay, but you are still not giving me the reason on why you feel like the reason why they're breaking in to begin with is not like
Uh,
like good. Like you're still not giving me that reason why.
because you asked me why they're coming into our country.
No, I said why you are not looking at the reason why. That's what I've been
I am
saying.
looking. No, I understand the reason why they're coming into our country.
Why they're coming in, Chicken Connor.
Uh, because America's so great and their country's not great.
So, but yeah, that's exactly why they're coming in. So, why do you feel like there's still a bad person for leaving a country that they probably won't survive another 3 years in?
Okay.
Mexico? Or, other places too. Like, why do you view them as bad when you know that the country is terrible? So hold on, when I see what's going on in Mexico, because I have firsthand experience, I can understand why people want to travel to the closest country, America. Okay, and I don't look at every single one of them as bad people, especially if they're bringing their literal children over. If they're not bringing their children over, maybe a different story. But usually they come with their family. So I don't understand how you can see them as still these wicked people just because people break laws every single day. But I guarantee you don't view them as less than what you do these immigrants people. So instead of saying bull, tell me why the real reason why you dislike these people. It's not because they're breaking the law. So tell me
No,
the real reason. Let's hope you don't
no,
get VC banned when you say it.
no, I'll just give you. I'll give you an example with a question. Do you own a house, or do your parents own a house that you live in?
I own a mansion, and my parents live in it.
No, you don't. Why are you lying?
I'm not.
So
See,
I'm
stop thinking
pre-assuming.
low of people. See, this is your problem. You think low of people.
I'm pre-assuming that you own a house. Is that correct?
A mansion. A
That's
mansion consists of 7 stories. A house can usually consist of 4.
what? A mansion does not consist of 7 stories.
Yes, it does. More than
I,
4.
I get.
More than 4.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So let me riddle you this. If 100 homeless people knocked on your door and broke into your house, would you let them stay, or would you kick them out?
If that homeless person had a literal infant with them and 2 other kids, and they're like, oh, I just came, and I'm probably, the people are hunting me down, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, come in. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
You,
Especially in my mansion. Yes, definitely.
and you're
There's
gonna let
plenty of
all
room.
100 people. Yeah, you're gonna let all 100 people in your mansion.
Um, okay, that's like unrealistic though.
No, it's not.
How are you gonna
This
compare my mansion, which it is very large, to
no,
America? To America, the country. Are you serious?
because
You should have
Americans
said
get
if you
along.
owned your island, this is what you should have said. If you owned your island, okay, and people were coming in here, I still would have said the same thing.
No,
Okay.
dude, that's gonna be subjective to you. If
Yeah,
a
you're asking
per,
me a subjective question, so of course it's
I'm
going to be
not. I'm
subjective.
not. I'm asking a question that most people would say no to. If you live in an average size
You don't
house
know
in a
most
random,
people,
I
sweetheart.
get it. No, no, I'm gonna use the logical reasoning
Here
here.
we go
If a
with the
ra-
logic. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So if I live in a normal house, a normal 2-story house with a few bedrooms, and a random homeless man or woman broke into my house during the middle of the night saying, I need a place to stay, it is just illogical to let that person stay inside your house. It's called Darwinism, buddy. If you let that person stay in your house, you're just asking for them to just rob and kill you.
No, because usually when
You
somebody's
don't.
asking you who's unfortunate enough, and people usually treat them so unkindly, usually because of their skin color, okay, and they
What?
see you,
No.
no, let me finish,
No.
and then they see you, this person actually let me in. They're not going to do all that stuff to you. I guarantee that's not going to happen. If you showed them kindness and generosity when they know most people wouldn't, I
No,
guarantee they won't sit there and do that to you.
there's
That's
so
not
many
what you
different.
do.
Yeah, so there's so many different cases of fake homeless people breaking into people's houses just to rob and steal.
I've never even heard of something like that before.
Okay,
And
that's
never,
cool.
ever, ever. Fake homeless people?
That doesn't mean it
What's the
doesn't
difference
happen.
between fake being homeless and just robbing the place?
You've never heard of a person being fake homeless?
Yeah, but not just the intentions to go in somebody's house, Connor.
Well, that's subjective to you.
Okay, so let me bring it back. Let me bring it back, because you're just...
I'm really not. I'm providing.
Let me just
you
bring
a-
it back. You told me that you can switch up this weight back to me, but I don't have the same morals that you do. So if, of course it's not going to
Really?
uphold if I thought AB is good and ICE is bad, because I don't
is
have the
going to
same moral
uphold.
framework in quotations that you have. I don't value every single human life, even the ones that are not even here yet. And I don't value a life that's not even fully developed more than someone else's life that's here walking on 2 feet. I would never value that life more than that, but that's what you do. You're like,
not
what kind of
valuing
stupid...
It's not valuing someone's life.
What kind of stupid shit is that?
Going to die in every single situation, and that's less than 1% of the reasons.
I literally, I gave you multiple. I said it could be threaten the woman's life, or the child could be like born into a poor family. There's so many instances where this can happen.
Yeah, so crazy story.
Yeah, but I'm not comparing those instances as the only reasons. People just get AB because they just generally can't take care of the child right at that moment. They're not ready. Okay, they're not ready to take care of a child. Okay, listen. Adoption centers, they shouldn't be like the first choice, okay?
Why not?
If you don't want to have a kid, why on earth would you think of an adoption center? No, that wouldn't be the first thing on your mind.
Why on earth would you do the act if you didn't want a baby?
Not everyone who does the act wants to have a child, okay? Because there's still children who can be conceived with protection. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's going to be a very minority of the cases.
Okay, so you still would, even if they were protecting, themselves and had, birth, they still's a possibility of having a kid, and you still would allow that. So you can't use that excuse, oh, why would they participate in it? Some people use a whole bunch of protection, but the 2% happens where a baby lands in, okay?
Once again, you're using the minority to overgeneralize.
Everyone's instance. I'm using everyone's instance. Yes, I am.
I will look it up. I guarantee I think it's around 95% of ABs are not because of.
We're not talking.
What do you mean?
No, you were talking about why they participate in the act then, and I tell you that people who do that is usually they're just trying to get pleasure and they're not trying to. People who use protection, there is a chance of a kid being born. I'm just going off of what you were saying about like if you do it, then you must want a child, which is not the case. I don't know how much ABs happen when people. I don't know, and I don't care either. Because at the end of the day, if someone's doing that, it's because they can't take care of the child.
Once again.
So why, if you can't take care of the child, why would you let a stranger take care of your child? What good is that? Because guess what? The child's always going to come back.
No, it's not.
No, I'm not even done, Connor.